Imagine a world where toxic people no longer have power over your peace of mind. What if you could master your emotions so deeply that no negativity could shake your inner strength? The Stoics believed that true resilience comes not from controlling others, but from mastering yourself. In this video, we reveal 13 Stoic strategies that will empower you to handle toxic people with grace, wisdom, and unshakable calm. Ready to transform challenges into triumphs? Let's begin. The Stoics, an ancient school of philosophy, believed that true strength lies not in conquering external forces, but in mastering our own emotions. In today's world, this wisdom is more relevant than ever. Have you ever felt drained by negativity? After interacting with someone toxic, toxic individuals can disrupt our mental well-being, leaving us feeling frustrated and powerless. But what if there were practical strategies to navigate these difficult dynamics? In this video, we will explore 13 practical, Stoic-inspired strategies that empower you to handle toxic people with compassion, grace, and resilience. Join me on this journey to protect your emotional well-being and subscribe to the channel for more tips on developing mental resilience. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolbox of Stoic wisdom to effectively manage toxic people. So take a deep breath and let's begin. 1. Identify and understand the toxic threat. Imagine yourself as a guard at the entrance to your personal citadel, representing your inner tranquility, physical health, and emotional safety. Awareness is your first line of defense in protecting this fortress. Just as a watchful guard must recognize potential dangers, you need to identify the signs of toxic individuals approaching you. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, taught that it is not what happens to you that upsets you, but your judgment of what happens. Keep this advice in mind while dealing with toxic people. Their negative attitudes and manipulative actions do not have the power to control you. Rather, your emotional reactions and perceptions determine their impact on your inner peace. To cultivate a Stoic perspective, a calm and objective view of the situation, begin by recognizing the characteristics of toxic behavior. Here are some warning signs. Constant criticism. Toxic individuals often find fault with you, your actions, or your decisions, leaving you feeling deflated and uncertain. Passively manipulative tactics. They may use flattery, guilt trips, or threats to control your behavior. Negativity. Toxic individuals thrive on negativity, constantly complaining and pulling others down with their pessimism. Be aware of various toxic personalities, including the narcissist. This person seeks constant approval and adoration, often leaving you feeling emotionally exhausted. The gossip. They propagate rumors and stir up trouble, thriving on social turmoil. The energy vampire. Interactions with this person leave you feeling cognitively and emotionally drained. By understanding these toxic personalities, you can develop a mental map of potential threats to your inner citadel and devise strategies to safeguard your emotional well-being. 2. Fortify your walls. Put yourself in the shoes of Marcus Aurelius, the famous Stoic emperor. To rule a vast empire, one needs power, knowledge, and determination. These same attributes are vital for strengthening the walls of your inner citadel, your emotional well-being. Boundaries are the foundation of this citadel. They define the behaviors you will and will not accept from others. Just as a powerful monarch would not allow his boundaries to be violated, you must protect your emotional territory. Begin by identifying the behaviors that deplete your energy or violate your sense of self. Is it a friend's persistent pessimism, a co-worker's manipulative behavior, or a family member's intrusive advice? Be honest with yourself about what you will not tolerate. Once you've established your boundaries, communicate them clearly and assertively. Use I statements to express how certain behaviors affect you, such as, "I feel drained when you constantly focus on the negative." Be specific to avoid misunderstandings and maintain a firm but fair demeanor. Remember, establishing boundaries is not a one-time event. Be consistent in enforcing them. If a toxic individual disregards your limits, calmly remind them of the boundaries you've set. Sometimes it may even be necessary to limit your interactions or withdraw completely. Establishing boundaries is about protecting yourself, not punishing others. By doing so, you create the space necessary for inner peace. 3. Become uninteresting to the emotional barbarian. Consider a toxic person as an emotional barbarian seeking to provoke conflict and drama. They rely on your emotional responses to fuel their negativity. The Stoic ideals of emotional regulation and indifference provide a powerful defense in this context. The gray rock method, developed by therapist Paul Friedman, involves becoming emotionally unresponsive, like a dull rock. This method helps you avoid engaging in their drama by maintaining a neutral demeanor. As Seneca advises, true happiness resides in enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. By practicing the gray rock method, you prevent toxic individuals from eliciting the emotional responses they crave. Respond to their negativity with neutral statements, avoiding emotional disputes. When faced with sarcasm or hostility, disengage from their emotional vortex. Maintain your composure and respond factually, refusing to get sucked into their drama. Remember that you control your emotional responses. Don't give them the power they seek. 4. The broken record technique. Imagine enduring a relentless barrage of manipulation from a toxic individual. The broken record technique serves as a powerful defense against such emotional onslaughts. This strategy involves calmly and persistently repeating your position, much like a broken record that skips on the same message. Epictetus emphasized that freedom is the only good. This includes the freedom to set your boundaries and say no without explanation. By using the broken record technique, you can maintain focus on your needs and repel attempts to derail you. When confronted with manipulative emotional tactics, calmly repeat your stance. This consistent repetition can disconcert the manipulator, disrupting their flow and revealing the hollowness of their arguments. Remember, the broken record technique does not involve confrontation. It emphasizes reason and logic. By employing this method, you safeguard your inner peace and resist exploitation. Don't take the bait picture, a skilled angler casting, a line baited with negative thoughts, hoping to draw you into their emotional drama. Toxic individuals often use provocations, insults, or guilt trips to elicit a reaction. Stoic philosophy provides a defense: indifference. Indifference is not apathy, it's emotional detachment from negativity. Recognize the signs that a toxic person is trying to lure you in. By identifying their tactics, you can render their bait ineffective. When you refuse to engage with their negativity, you diminish their power over you. Their drama cannot sustain itself without your emotional response. Practice detachment and allow their insults to remain suspended in the air, losing their potency. 6. The art of non-reaction. Imagine a verbal gladiator, a master of insults who thrives on conflict. Some toxic individuals seek to provoke you into emotional battles. The art of non-reaction is a powerful, often overlooked Stoic strategy. Silence can disrupt their toxic dynamic and disarm their attacks. While responding defensively may feel instinctive, Stoicism teaches us the value of mastering our reactions. When faced with a toxic person's predictable patterns, choose silence. This denies them the emotional response they seek and disrupts their cycle of negativity. Remember, your quietness is not a sign of weakness. It conveys strength and self-control. Use non-reaction strategically to defend your inner peace. 7. Limit your exposure. Visualize your walled citadel, where strict boundaries protect your mental health. However, even the strongest walls cannot entirely shield you from external dangers. While you can't control toxic people's actions, you can manage your exposure to them. One of the first steps is to reduce the time spent with toxic individuals. If possible, establish physical distance. For instance, reschedule a lunch or excuse yourself from negative discussions. This isn't about being rude, it's about self-protection. Sometimes avoiding toxic people entirely may not be feasible, especially if they are family or co-workers. In these cases, establish emotional distance. Observe their behavior without becoming emotionally invested. Use cognitive reframing to transform their negativity into objective observations. For example, if a coworker complains, think, "They seem to be having a tough day," rather than letting their negativity affect you. Focus on the positive aspects of your life and surround yourself with supportive individuals who uplift you. Remember, limiting exposure is not cowardice. It's a necessary step for maintaining your inner peace. 8. Build your support system. Picture yourself as the guard at your inner castle, fortified with boundaries and strategies against toxicity. Even the most courageous warrior needs a strong phalanx, trusted allies who support you in the battle against negativity. Your support system is essential for maintaining inner serenity. Surround yourself with virtuous individuals who inspire you and share your values. These supportive friends and family members can offer guidance and encouragement during challenging times. Having a safe space to share your experiences can help you process your feelings and remind you that you're not alone in your struggles. A robust support system counteracts the negativity of toxic individuals, reinforcing your self-worth and determination. Invest time in meaningful interactions with your support network. Join clubs or organizations that align with your interests, fostering connections with like-minded individuals. Remember to express gratitude to those who support you, as their presence is invaluable for your well-being. 9. Prioritize self-care. Interacting with toxic individuals can feel like an unrelenting assault, draining your emotional energy. Self-care becomes essential in protecting yourself from negativity. Just as a Stoic warrior tends to their wounds, prioritize self-care as an investment in your mental well-being. Incorporate self-care into your daily routine. Engage in activities that bring you joy, whether it's physical exercise, artistic pursuits, or mindfulness practices. These activities recharge your emotional batteries, allowing you to face the world with renewed energy. Spend time in nature, as the Stoics believed in living in harmony with the natural world. Nature can significantly improve your mood and provide perspective, acting as a buffer against negativity. Listen to your body and recognize signs of exhaustion or emotional depletion. Establish healthy routines, including proper nutrition, sufficient sleep, and regular breaks. Prioritizing self-care is not selfish, it's necessary for maintaining emotional resilience. 10. Remember, it's not about you. When dealing with toxic individuals, it often feels like a dark cloud of negativity obscures your view. They project their insecurities onto others, creating a toxic environment. The Stoic concept of prohairesis encourages us to view ourselves as observers, detaching from the emotional turmoil. By recognizing that their negativity is a reflection of their inner struggles, you can maintain emotional distance. This detachment allows you to analyze their behavior objectively, understanding that it is not a reflection of your worth. Focus on your own path and the virtues you wish to embody. Avoid wasting time and energy engaging with their negativity. Instead, prioritize your well-being and move forward on a path of virtue and tranquility. 11. Don't try to fix them. The desire to heal or fix toxic individuals can be powerful, especially when you care about them. However, Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control, our own reactions, rather than trying to change others. The responsibility for change lies with the individual. You cannot compel someone to address their negative emotions. Attempting to do so often leads to frustration and emotional depletion. Instead, focus on nurturing your own inner garden. Cultivate positive connections, engage in self-care, and embody the virtues you wish to promote. If you feel compelled to help, offer resources that may encourage self-reflection, but recognize your limitations. Lead by example. By demonstrating Stoic principles in your own life, you can inspire others without compromising your well-being. Lebris 12. When to walk away. If toxic negativity continues to threaten your emotional defenses, it may be necessary to withdraw from the situation. Recognizing when to leave is a fundamental Stoic principle. Prioritize your mental health above all else. Maintaining a relationship that undermines your inner peace contradicts Stoic ideals. Your emotional sanctuary is sacred, and toxic individuals can lay siege to it. By removing yourself from the situation, you protect your well-being. Consider whether you have exhausted all options: communication, boundary setting, or providing resources. If a pattern of negativity persists, it may be time to step back. Walking away doesn't have to be dramatic. Gradual withdrawal, politely. Declining invitations or limiting communication can be effective strategies. Remember, this act is about protecting your inner calm and engaging in self-care. Lebris 13. Forgive yourself. Imagine embarking on a journey burdened by anger and resentment toward a toxic individual. This emotional baggage slows you down and drains your energy. In the Stoic framework, forgiveness is about releasing this burden for your own sake. The Stoics emphasize accepting what is beyond our control, particularly the actions of others. Holding on to hatred only harms you, contaminating your present and future. To forgive, focus on your inner landscape. Recognize that true power lies in governing your own thoughts and actions. Accept what has happened, acknowledge that it is beyond your control, and choose to move forward with a lighter heart. Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same empathy you would offer a friend in a similar situation. Shift your perspective to cultivate understanding and empathy. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, allowing for emotional healing and a more fulfilling life. As you lighten your emotional load, you prepare yourself for the adventures that lie ahead. In summary, the Stoic principles of self-mastery, emotional regulation, and resilience offer invaluable tools for navigating toxic relationships. By implementing these strategies, you can protect your inner peace and cultivate a fulfilling life. Discover the wisdom that has stood the test of time. At Stoic Focus, we bring you powerful Stoic lessons to help you find peace, purpose, and resilience in today's world. Subscribe now and take the first step toward a stronger, happier you.